Hey, we are live.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to DS Attractions Review Theme Park Discussion for May 25th.
Yes.
So, um, hopefully, this is not our last discussion in this room. Probably we'll be doing one more. As you can see, with boxes and everything, we are getting ready to move to our new home. In about a month. We've been building here in the Winter Haven area, so we are really excited to be moving. So probably in July, you should be able to see our theme park discussion in our new setting. We're going to be trying a couple new things out when it comes to doing this. So, but before. Thank you again to all our subscribers who have subscribed to us. We're at 112. We're really trying, hopefully, to get 150. We're going small numbers at a time. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you are watching this and you're not a subscriber. And of course, don't forget to check out our videos. Today, we're going to be definitely discussing probably one of the most anticipated rides to come out. But before we get to that, a couple things that are coming up in the theme parks here in the Central Florida area. Again, if you haven't watched us in a while, we have moved to Florida, so we are basically now a kind of a Florida YouTube channel, attractions review channel. So we're going to be hitting a lot on the theme parks in this area. News in other areas will definitely be hitting. So let's kick right into it. We're going to start with SeaWorld. SeaWorld right now does have a Memorial Day sale, up to 50% off on tickets for tickets, fun cards, and your annual passes. But that is a Memorial Day sale, so most likely after Memorial Day, that sale will be going away. That's also not only just for SeaWorld here in Orlando, that goes for Busch Gardens in Tampa. So if you haven't seen those, you got a chance to get 50% off. I'm not saying every ticket is up 50%, but go to the website and everything and check that out. With SeaWorld, starting May 27th, so this Friday, they're starting their Electric Ocean performance, different performers, food and everything going on, as well as the shows and the rides will be going on. So don't forget to check that out. Universal, we're over to Universal now. The Universal Monsters Cafe has closed, so be interesting to see what new restaurant they're going to be putting in.
Maybe it's because Shrek. They're probably going to put something, if they put anything else in Shrek. And
it'll be interesting to see what they put in. The Mummy Ride should be opening anytime. It seems like they've pushed back the walls, so the area where you can walk in between the buildings and stuff has opened up. You still can't get to the building, obviously, with the walls, but the walls moved closer to the building, so we should be seeing the Mummy Ride opening back up. It'll be interesting to see what they have added, what they've fixed. Of course, since we've become Universal Pass holders, we have not ridden the Mummy Ride yet. Last time I rode it was back in 2017. So definitely be interesting to see if anything's changed. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring some footage in regards to the ride. It's really interesting with Universal. They don't seem to like you filming. So you got to get kind of creative, kind of skirting around those things. But hopefully we can bring some of the some ride footage to you once it reopens. So the other thing is and Tim probably knows a lot more about me than me, is Halloween Horror Nights has announced their first house, their first official house.
It is called Universal Monsters Legends Collide. It's going to have the Mummy, Wolfman, Dracula. It's going to be pretty much all three of them battling each other, is what I've heard.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have their own soundtrack throughout the house that they made. So
yeah, so that
and they have merch out now.
So we'll definitely have to get back to Universal
And then-
to show some of the merch.
The one thing is the tribute store is closed, so they can set up to the summer
So
decorations.
the new theme.
Yeah. Summer theme.
So it'll be interesting to see what the tribute store,
yes.
what when it opens and everything. Of course, we're gonna try to start shooting some videos more at Universal. Probably doing like some walkthrough videos of each area for those who've never been to Universal and like to see that.
Hotels, City Walk.
Yeah, so for us, the big news for us, our channel, is I wrote to all the different theme parks, seeing if we can get on their media distribution. We have heard back from Universal, and Universal is adding us to their media distribution. Now, what all that entails, we don't know. We haven't started receiving distribution emails and everything. We're hoping we can start being invited to media events so we can bring this stuff to you guys so you can see it before you go.
Yeah.
We're actually really excited. This is the first time we've been added to any media distribution. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to bring more in-depth and up close of new attractions and so forth coming out of Universal. We're still waiting to hear back from SeaWorld Entertainment and Disney. So, but we're taking a small leap. So we're really excited for this. Here's what we really want to discuss. Last Monday, the 16th of May, we got to, as annual pass holders for Disney, we were able to snag the coveted annual pass preview for the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So we went the 16th, the entire family. We all went on that Monday. We had an 11 a.m. Preview. So we
got in at 9, actually.
Yeah, it was more around 10 when we got in because we didn't quite open the park. It was a little after 9. Yeah. So we got into the park. They had for those who here for the preview, you did not need a park reservation. Basically, you got an automatic park reservation for getting the preview. So way it ran is you had your own special interest or entrance to make you feel special.
Yes.
And honestly, you could have just gone through any of the entrances, but it said event entrance, so we felt special. Got in there and we
did Spaceship Earth.
We did Spaceship Earth real quick, and everything's one of our Blake's favorite rides at Epcot. And we went over and basically went over and see if we can maybe by chance get in early. There's been a lot of people saying about being able to get on the ride multiple times. So we're like, we'll try it. And they did allow us in early. It was probably close to 10 when we finally got in. Our time was
11:30.
So we got to get in line. They scanned our magic bands, and we got to enter the building. Of course, if you aren't aware, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind replaced Ellen's Universe of Energy, aka the dinosaur ride.
Yes.
And I didn't know what to expect. We did not watch any videos previous to this. We did not want to, we wanted this to be a surprise. So We did not watch other YouTube videos of individuals who had gone. So what we saw and what you see in our video,
It's our first time seeing
and I'll make
anything.
sure I put a link to that video. When we went in there, that was the first time we saw it.
Mhm.
So went into the building, and your first reaction,
You see the star that says Wonders of
Xandar.
Xandar. Wonders of Xandar. You turn the corner, and there's just big room where the queue's just spiraling underneath this projection screen, which
Mhm.
has like the planets. It tells like
Mentions Voyager.
like different satellites, and then it mentions the Guardians. Yeah, and
So,
shows different planets.
yeah. So the the storyline behind Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is that the people of Xandar obviously built a relationship with Star Lord and wanted to, since Terrans and Xandarians are very similar in, I guess, in look.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring Xandar to Terrans.
Mhm.
And after talking to Peter Quill, he decided, hey, Epcot. And of course, Disney came out with, oh, back before Peter Quill was abducted by Yondu. Yondu?
Yes.
Yes, Yondu,
Ravagers.
the blue guy. Um, Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to say it. So before he was abducted, his family went on a vacation and came to Epcot. And Disney, of course, made a picture with Peter Quill, with Ellen's Universe of Energy behind him.
There is even in the queue where you see Star-Lord and Gamora talking to this one person, and he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to go back to like Epcot to ride Horizons, ride the dinosaur ride, like ride the or watch
The
the
vegetable show.
yeah."
So there's a in that section you do see here some
You
Easter
also
eggs.
you also do see Walt Disney in front of that huge map of like what Epcot was supposed to look like.
Correct.
Yeah.
So and I guess I should have said spoiler alerts on this if you have not seen or been on the ride yet.
Yeah.
So so when you go in, you actually kind of make your way. It takes you up to like a second level. Cue some more around there. You see Zendarian uniforms, a scale of the city of Xandar.
You even see the different ships they use.
You see the different ships, and then you make your way to the first preview or pre-show, which you see.
I think that's the one that uses like a little bit of the original pre-show where it had like the screens at the top,
Yeah, it did
but
feel
it was
very.
smaller.
Oh, definitely, but it definitely felt more
Yeah,
a little bit of a tribute to Universe of Energy.
and that's also where you see Terry Crews,
Terry Crews, and of course, Glenn Close reprised her role as
Nova
Nova
Prime.
Prime. So it was great to see Glenn Close in that. Terry Crews, typical Terry Crews, his humor and everything. So definitely was really neat to see Terry Crews in that, and he was funny. Definitely, like I said, the definite Terry Crews humor. He didn't pop his pecs in this,
No,
so he probably wanted to, but he didn't.
he kept his shirt on.
He kept his shirt on.
Yeah,
Very important. So the pre-show is welcoming the Terrans um, to coming into
Xandar.
to Xandar. And then you move into the second pre-show, which when it was meant to teleport you to the Terran.
You have to. There's like an outline of lights on the floor that you have to all the way where you have to all go through above you because they have
Would you say stepping into the dead center of the room?
yeah.
You didn't get that, did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Unmentioned. The main thing of this ride is it's centered around this thing. I don't know. It was like a something core, which was something that transported how they could transport the Terrans to Xandar without taking millions of years.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they said to get to Terra Nova, or Xandar, Terra Nova, to Xandar would be like, how many years?
I
Like,
don't know.
I couldn't remember. So they teleported. Now, when we were there, the pre-show, just before we got sent up to the Nova ship,
It broke down.
There must have been a glitch. And if you watched in the video, someone actually made a really fun comment about is this the Tower of Terror? You're waiting for the drop. But the system rebooted, and we got to see that part of the second pre-show. And then once you got brought up, it goes dark, and all of a sudden you're on the ship.
Yeah, the walls
Love
come
the transition.
down or come up.
I think it went up, but love the transition.
Yeah.
Of course, now you're on the Xandarian ship. Something you see the Guardians of the Galaxy sets up. Something happens, and then the storyline takes you to why you're going on the trains.
All the Guardians, like Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, and Dave Bautista, all came back except for Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper. Because you can even hear in Rocket's voice, it's not
him.
Yeah, or Groot.
That's a shame.
But
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Watch your language.
Okay. We're keeping this family friendly, right?
Yeah.
I am Groot.
Yes.
So basically, it sets you on the reason you're going on the ships, or basically the train car, and then you get moved into the loading area. Of course, now you're winding back down to the first floor. You've been on a second level. Now you're going down to the first floor.
And you're all on the ship, by the way. Yeah, you're all on the ship by this point.
Yeah, you don't. To be honest with you, okay, if you did not know that there was a previous ride at that location, Universe of Energy was there, you would not know. You would think, oh wow, they built this building just for this ride. They did a fabulous job incorporating the space they had with the queue, the pre-shows, and the loading and unloading zone.
Yep.
So you get in the car, very comfortable restraints, and off you go. Now, this is a dark coaster, just like Rock and Roller Coaster.
It does have projections.
Yes, and so you head to basically your lift hill. You actually kind of go up two lift hills, really.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a small lift hill that takes you
into this one room, which when you go into this room, when you turn like in a corner, your vehicle also turns, so you're facing pretty much.
And you almost don't realize you're turning. It is very, very smooth. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're heading on the launch. This is a launch coaster. Yeah. And starts the soundtrack and everything.
There are 6 different songs.
And so every time you ride it, it can be different.
So the songs that you do hear, we got September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm. Good band.
There is Disco Inferno by The Tramps, Conga by Gloria Estefan, Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fear, I Ran by A Flock of Seagulls, One Way or Another by Blondie.
So every time you ride it, you're going to get one of those songs.
Yes.
And again, this is a very long coaster. When you compare it to Rock and Roller Coaster
or anything,
or any of the coasters on Disney property, this is a long coaster. Very, very smooth. Now, it is brand new.
Yes.
And we all know how coasters become rough as they get older. Even Rock and Roller Coaster's gotten a little rough.
Yeah.
Still smoother than most rides, but not jerky like Space Mountain,
Mm-mm.
but it's smooth. It's the as the train cars on going on the track and your car's turning and everything in like a different direction, definitely to give you your G forces and everything,
Yeah.
but they're smooth. You almost don't realize your car is moving in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely. Of course, it does not go upside down. So obviously, Rock and Roller Coaster wins on that one because it goes upside down. But when you look at Space Mountain, this is like Space Mountain 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 3.0,
Yeah.
with a little bit with the launch. So you got a little bit of Rock and Roller Coaster with Space Mountain. The two dark ride coasters
Mm-hmm.
on Disney before this. I mean, I will tell you, this was 3 years worth the wait.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Now we just need Tron.
Yes, Tron is coming along. Unfortunately, it will open after we do not renew our passes. We did have to decide not to renew our passes to Disney. It's just honestly just the finances and everything. It's just too expensive. But anyways, but Tron, definitely looking forward to seeing Tron open. Looks like they've got the train tracks finally down, so the train could be finally opening very soon. They're getting the walkways done.
Train tracks.
They've been running full speed tests on the coaster itself.
They have the dummy sandbags.
So pretty much right now, it seems like they're just doing more of the cosmetics for the ride. So could we see an end of the year opening, or because that you've opened Guardians of the Galaxy this year?
I said February, March.
So we're looking. So Tim and I think I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a late winter opening just before the spring break season of 2023, which that is not a bad idea. Disney opens up two brand new rides this year. Ratatouille opened up last year. Last year. So you had Ratatouille last year. You've got Guardians of the Galaxy opening up this year. It opens, so the recording of this opens on the 27th. Today's the 25th. And then with Tron opening next year. So you have 3 rides in 3 years. Now, of course, Epcot is going through a huge transformation. So more stuff's going to be opening. The Moana water. They've, instead of adding the big circular 2-story building that they wanted to build originally, they've gone back to something similar to the other part of Innovations, Communicore.
Guest relations is also open, so that whole building is done.
Yeah, so it's great to see that side. We'll have to do a video and show you the updates on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, going back to the Guardians real quick, it is going to open on the 27th as a virtual queue. You can start getting a virtual queue starting at 7 a.m.
So pretty much, if you got a virtual queue for Ratatouille or Rise of the Resistance, it's pretty much going to be the same system.
Yeah. So
unless you get a Genie Plus.
Yes. So you have 2 ways to be able to ride it.
But like what?
So
Genie Plus is like you have to pay like.
I think it's going to be. I think it's $20-$25 to ride it, and unfortunately, you're going to have people paying that because people who are here on vacation.
It's also
they're going to want to ride it.
What we saw when we were doing Guardians was VIP tours have also added Guardians.
Yeah, we saw VIP.
We saw about 5 different VIP tours that day.
Yeah. So right now the virtual queue is going at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and supposedly they're going to open it up for an evening So if there's openings still left, they're going to open it up, I believe, at 6 or 7 p.m. Park usually doesn't close until 9:30, 10 right now. So right now, park hopping starts at 2. So if you're able, and honestly, probably for at least the first month, maybe 2, it's going to be very, very tough to get that virtual queue. You're going to have, if you've had, it wasn't tough. It wasn't hard to get virtual queues for Ratatouille, but if anybody remembers Rise of the Resistance,
Oh, God.
if you didn't hit that button right at 7, you most likely didn't get it. We had the same thing. We were able to get a 1 o'clock.
I remember when we took a family trip for like a weekend, January 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we went to Universal. No, we went to Hollywood Studios that day. You woke up what?
I woke up at 6 a.m. to make sure I had everything going and ready for 7 a.m. Did not get it.
And then we
went to Hollywood Studios and we went to the Backlot Cafe.
Yeah.
And we were able to snag a, like,
I remember seeing like there was this. I remember seeing a person with like 2 different phones.
Oh yeah, and this is in Guardians of the Galaxy because of everybody's review regarding Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It is, I mean, like I said, Disney will be making money off of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind because people who cannot snag a virtual queue will be willing to shell out the $25 per person. Hopefully we get a chance to ride before the end of our passes. I think we will. I think I don't see it being a virtual queue for long.
I think they're gonna do what they did with Ratatouille because it opened October 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't stop until March.
It was a good 2 months. So
January.
So I'm figuring. I think virtual queue will end by end of summer.
I think Lightning Lane start March or something.
Yeah,
like that. I don't know.
But I think virtual queue will go through the summer because everybody's going right now. Yeah. If you haven't been to the parks are crazy. Lately, Epcot's been great. Of course, Epcot tends to be our go-to park. Yeah. And we like Epcot.
The one park that like gets the most wait times is probably Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios tends to be the more busier park.
Let's see.
So yeah, Magic Kingdom's the worst right now, crowd-wise.
Animal Kingdom, it's Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom's not terrible. So now the wait times really at Magic Kingdom are not terrible.
Maybe your best bet is probably Tomorrowland, or Fantasyland. Yeah, they're not that bad. Just Frontierland.
Frontierland, Splash Mountain, But but you get a chance to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. That is by far right now probably one of my favorite coasters on Disney property.
It's a family coaster.
It's a family coaster, but if for instance, Blake did not like it. It was not for him.
We still have a picture.
Yes.
Yes.
But
we had 3 because it was you, Blake, and then me in the back. Yeah. We had 3 different reactions.
Yeah.
You were trying to film.
Yeah.
Blake was holding onto your arm for dear life, and then me just shocked.
Yeah. But yeah, but it's great. It's been fun the last few months to see just Epcot's transformation.
Yes.
When we first became pass holders,
I think it was closed.
Epcot.
It was pretty much anything that was like open previously was open, except for like the middle and like right part of.
Yeah, well, pretty much the entire center hub. Yeah. Of course.
Now we have Connections Club Cool. We have guest relations now.
Yeah.
Creations.
So now let's talk creation connections. I keep always getting that creations connections. I think creations should have been the Eatery name, but anyways, connections Eatery. And we'll get more into this about pass holder discounts. First of all, no pass holder discount at creation or connections Eatery.
Yep.
The food is not terrible.
No.
It's a very nice quick service. It comes on some very nice plates, which
IKEA.
It does have an IKEA.
If you've never seen a cafe at IKEA before, that's what it looked like.
It does feel like Disney went to IKEA and wiped them out on tables and chairs.
Yes.
But the food,
it's
not bad. Yeah.
And it goes out really fast because you have the registers and then you have the counter and you have people in the back that gets like
it's set up like any
receipts.
Yeah. It's set up like any quick service, like Cosmic Rays. And so the food's not bad. For the price, I've had the Southwest burger. It really was not bad. I'd have that again. I had the chicken burger. Again, not bad.
Sandwich.
Now you've had just the
American Classic.
The American Classic cheeseburger.
Which is really good. Yeah.
I don't think the portion sizes are too bad. Price, again, you're paying theme park prices.
Disney.
Let's be honest, prices are getting out of control in any theme park.
Oh, what we also learned at Universal about this whole like food thing, if you want food, go outside to City Walk. Because because you keep saying there's the Burger King, there's Moe's, there's Panda Express, and that's like if you wanted to get food outside the parks.
Yeah. So okay. So real quick, if on a side note, since we're talking food, if you're at Universal
and outside
and you can leave the park and go back in, if you don't want to pay theme park prices, in City Walk there is Burger King, Moe's, Panda Express, and it's exactly what you would be paying if you weren't on property.
Yes.
Fortunately, no pass holder discounts there, as far as I know. I've not gotten pass holder discounts at those locations. The other locations, and our dogs are barking. But that's another discussion. But on pass holder discounts. So, but yeah, Connections Eatery, decent food. Probably would eat there again. We've eaten. Well, you have me eaten there twice. I've had two different. I've had the Southwest burger and the chicken.
We did have waffle.
We did have the Liege waffle, and it was good. I like the. I don't know I forget what they use for batter for the waffle, but I liked it.
A Belgian waffle.
Yeah, it's a Belgian waffle with a chocolate drizzle,
and you can even
strawberries
watch them make it.
Yeah, it's worth eating there. I think now, from what I understand, is the Sunshine Terrace at the Land. There's a new pizza wrap, which is actually supposed to be a very decent size. So sometimes we just need to go and start looking at, because there's been talk about how Disney has changed its portion size with rising prices. So far, of course, we like the buffet, so you're going to get plenty of food.
Germany's probably the best in Epcot.
Germany probably has one of the best food buffets in food. So, but that's our opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Epcot, you get your own opinion and everything.
Mhm.
So
I think Epcot, if you're hungry and you want to go to a theme park, go to Epcot because you got the countries, you
yep.
got the countries, pretty much.
Well, and you've got
Yeah.
Sunshine. You got Sunshine Terrace. You have the Coral Reef Restaurant at
But
the
you heard,
Seas.
have you really talked about, have people ever talked about Coral Reef?
Coral Reef is one of those hidden restaurants. If you
If
don't
you,
like
okay,
seafood, that's not a restaurant for you.
if you pass Nemo, like coming into the park, you won't see it. But when you go out the park, you will see
Well,
it.
but see, here's the thing about Coral Reef. Before all the construction, it was tucked in on the side of the building.
Yes.
So many people didn't even know it was there.
Hmm.
Now with the construction going on and how you walk right by, and everybody's like, "Oh, hey!" And the its draw is being able to eat right next to seeing through the aquarium into the aquarium.
Yes.
So that's kind of the draw. Um, Again, it's a sit down, so the food's supposed to be better than what you get quick service. So you've got really two places to eat. Um, you got one sit down restaurant up in the land, which from for the I cannot think of the name right now.
Isn't
It
there
it
like
wrote it
two?
rotates.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the
And you
name
can
now.
even watch the ride too.
If
From
it's working, half the
yes,
time it doesn't rotate, but it's also a character meet and greet place where usually
for
Chip and Dale's
breakfast,
there.
breakfast,
Then you
lunch.
got Sunshine Terrace. Is it Sunshine Terrace?
I think so.
Down on the first level. As many times as I've been to Disney, you think I should remember these restaurants, but we don't typically eat these restaurants.
Hmm.
Um, so you've got two sit down restaurants and a quick service on the right side on Epcot. You go to the
Right
test
side.
track space, Mission Space, and now Guardians of the
You
Galaxy.
got Space 220.
You
You
have
got
Space 220,
connections.
and you have Connections Eatery. So you have a quick service with Starbucks. Starbucks is
Which
on the other side,
yes,
and then you have Space 220, which is a
which one day we are going to eat there.
if we can
Hopefully,
afford it.
true.
It is expensive.
I want to go there.
Yeah. So, but again, like Tim said, if you want food, you got food in every country
Yeah, we've eaten at
via Napoli,
yes in Italy.
and we
Yeah.
yes,
They got sit down. They got sit down restaurants, and they got Mexico, China, Japan.
there's sit down restaurants in every now.
Okay.
China is more quick service,
Mm.
but pretty much after that, all the rest of them pretty much have because Norway, they have one. Mexico
I don't think
has
Norway has one.
actually technically Mexico has two restaurants. One's inside, one's outside across
All
from it.
right. Yeah.
Norway does have one, but that's like a character meet and greet dinner, which I don't even think's open yet.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's staffing probably. But then you go to China. There's no sit down. That's um, uh, quick service.
Mhm.
Germany, you have a walk up quick service location, but then you have the beer garden.
Yes, that's probably my favorite.
Um, Italy, you got Via Napoli.
Which is also good.
There's a what is it Marrakesh in Morocco.
There's
Japan, you've got quick service and a sit down restaurant.
American Adventure.
American
I
Adventure.
think it's to the left.
It's the Regal Eagles barbecue, whatever. Definitely got to try. We definitely got to try that though. I like barbecue, so you like barbecue.
I
So,
certainly like it.
and of course, you got France. You've got England.
Canada.
If you like to drink England's fish and chips and everything, go to England.
UK.
Then,
Canada.
then you got Canada. Sorry, I just said it. See, I said it again. Sorry. So, but yeah, of course we get on tangents, but yeah, but Guardians of the Galaxy loved it.
No, it's a
Uh, that definitely I would say 10 out of 10. 3 years worth of wait. I can only imagine Tron in its wait. So, um, but yeah, but again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We try to bring out more regularly videos,
yeah.
even if we are not doing videos like this or vlog videos at locations.
Ride videos.
We've got ride videos. We've got some.
We're starting to do shorts.
Yeah, we're doing some shorts and everything. So thank you for watching these. Um, this is again, this is just a fun activity that we started during the pandemic, and it was kind of a
almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, July.
Holy crap!
When we do our theme park discussion, that will probably be at our 2 year mark.
Oh,
but this but this started out being a project for communications merit badge. So
was it really?
Yeah. So this all got started with working on a merit badge for scouts, and something Tim's always wanted to be on YouTube, and I thought it would be fun. So here we are, almost 2 years later.
All right.
But again, thanks for joining us. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe on our videos and our channels. Hit those thumbs up. Makes us know that thumbs up that you're liking our content. So with that being said, we'll see you next time, and thanks for joining us. Later.
I'm going to bed.